Hey guys, don't feel 100% this morning, but gotta go to work. Anyway, let's do this. Just leaving home. Tomorrow I'm off, looking forward to it because I'm under the weather. Got a little bit of a cold, sore throat. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for a drive. Maybe I'll listen to some English radio. What a morning. Beautiful. Well, let's see what's on the radio, guys. At a red light now.
들어보긴 했대요. 근데 음질이 좀 안 좋고 그 다음에는 피아노 소리와 그 다음에 존 레논의 목.
You guys hear that okay?
또 볼륨이 좀 비슷하거나 어떤 때는 좀 목소리가 잘 안 들리거나 뭐 이런.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling great, feeling a little under the weather this morning. Actually, I had been for the last couple days. I actually had another class this evening that I have to drive to, but I decided to cancel that, just rest my voice. I have another class online. I can do that because I'll just be home and I can drink hot tea, don't have to talk loud. So I think I will do this evening's online class. But yeah, what a beautiful morning. If I was feeling better and if I was home today, I would be spending it outside, outdoors. Whew. This is a beautiful time of the year in South Korea. It's not sticky, not humid. Beautiful. Alright, getting off the highway and getting onto another highway. I think I take 3 different highways going to work. And by doing so, I skip all the toll gates. Save some money, you know? Every little bit helps. Red light.
존 레논의 목소리만 아주 crystal clear하게 들을 수가 있어요.
Crystal clear is an expression you can use when you completely and totally understand something or someone. All right? So if someone asks you, hey, do you understand? Yep, crystal clear. Everything is crystal clear.
2023 to still be working on Beatles music and about to release a new song the public haven't heard, I think it's an exciting thing. Starr added, it was the closest we'll ever come to having him back in the room. So it was very emotional for all of us. It was like John was there, you know? It's far out.
링고 스타하고 이제 폴 맥카트니 둘이 정말 가슴 벅찼을 것 같아요. 마치 지금 존하고 조지가 여기 있는 것 같아. 우리 2023년에 이걸 비틀즈 노래를 녹음을 같이 하고 있다니. 그러면서 이런 얘기를 합니다. It was like John was there. 마치 이 스튜디오 안에 존이 와 있는 것 같았어. 존 레논. It was far out. What does that mean?
It's like an old sort of hippie phrase for being cool or groovy. You know, it's like the same thing as kids now say something is fire or something's lit. It's like it was their phrase back in the 60s and 70s.
And to add to that, far out can also mean something that is unbelievable or hard to imagine, hard to believe. If you saw something really shocking, you could say, "Wow, that is far out. I can't believe that happened," or that
GPS signal.
or that movie was far out. Okay, really over the top, hard to imagine.
He's just saying it was so amazing being able
그쵸.
to do it. These guys are old, right?
Of
And they're
course.
still.
They're not going to use 2023 lingo.
Yeah, right, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
아무래도 이제 7, 80년대 유행어를 지금까지 쓰겠죠. 그 시대 분들이니까. 그래서 링고 스타가 이렇게 말했습니다. You know, it's like John was in the room. It's far out. 이렇게 말했어요. 대박이야. 뭐 이런 느낌. 자, 그 다음에 John's voice was crystal clear. 자, 이 테크놀로지 이용해서.
Right, crystal clear, can be heard and understood perfectly or
Yeah.
clearly.
맞습니다. 여러분들 한번 찾아보세요. 지금 한 몇 시간 전에 공식 비틀스의 유튜브 사이트에 12minute long making of video가 올라왔습니다. 우리 실제로 기사 속에도 언급이 되는 부분인데요. 한 12분 정도 되니까 시간이 되시면은 allocate a bit of time to go and watch this if you can. 거기에 original tape 음원이랑 그 다음에 이거를 다 분리해가지고 존 레넌의 목소리만 아주 클리어하게 들을 수 있는 부분도 다 나옵니다. 저는 듣고 온 사람으로서 지금 굉장히 감정이 벅차오르는 것 같은데, right, crystal clear, very, very clear, like a crystal ball.
And sometimes people use this like someone's telling you something, maybe something you did wrong, right? And they're like, you know, someone in authority is telling you like, this is what you have to do. Is that clear? And then your response can be crystal.
Crystal clear. Crystal, just
yeah.
crystal.
But yeah, or crystal. Or, yes, crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Very, very clear.
Very clear, right? And you can say like, I want to make this crystal clear to everybody.
Sure.
And then you explain something as simply and as clearly as you can.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure how they used AI for that, but that's what they say they did.
So they're not recreating John Lennon's
they
voice.
just use this technology
They
to separate.
the piano.
Yeah.
Because in the original cassette tape, which is also in the video, and you can hear it, you know, the piano is quite loud. And so they didn't really have the technology back in the 90s to separate that.
Yeah.
And they thought, it's such a shame because if only we could hear John Lennon's voice on its own.
I think my lens is a little dirty, guys. Let me see if I can clean that. Sorry about that. Is that better?
People weren't happy. But basically, it means they were confused and also not really happy with what they were hearing.
Don't really find this radio segment very interesting this morning. Usually I listen to it as I drive to work. Oddly enough, or surprisingly enough, I enjoy listening to it to see if I agree how they explain things and see if I would explain it the same way or a different way, or what's a different way I could explain it. And I feel like it helps me as a teacher. But this morning I don't find it very interesting, but maybe you guys do. Well, let's listen to a little bit more.
They like things done in the traditional way. They don't want things added. You know, and it's like all sports go through that where there's changes to the rule.
Oh, by the way, it's like 9:22 this morning, Thursday morning, and it is November 2nd, and this is radio station 104.5.
They were able to mix John Lennon's voice on its own with
Other instruments that they played.
Yeah, they actually got some strings, orchestra involved, and then Paul McCartney, he played the bass and added some new chords.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Music from George Harrison even came from the 90s.
Yes, that's right. So they had to have George Harrison in there.
Yeah.
So they added George Harrison's performances in this as well.
Yeah.
So it's all come together.
It's crazy.
정말 대단.
Guys, I'm just getting on the highway. I'll be driving faster. Maybe the audio won't be that good. Maybe you can't hear me, but I'll turn the radio up, okay?
Choices.
1, Yesterday. 2, Hey Jude. 3, All You Need Is Love. And 4, Super Shy.
Oh,
샵 1045는 비틀스 노래 Hey Jude 들려드립니다.
All right.
이제 듣게 된다 이런 얘기를 하셨고요. 이 비틀즈의 Now and Then이라고 하는 이 새로운 앨범이 나오기 전.
All right, that's boring. I think I'll talk to you guys for a bit. A couple days ago in Canada and North America, the rest of the world, it was Halloween, October 31st. So, getting on another highway, guys. Highway 110. Hope you guys can hear me because there's going to be some road noise. So it was Halloween, and I asked my mom, did you have many people in, or did you have many kids in? So that means, did you have many trick-or-treaters? And no, she didn't. My mom lives in an apartment, so she did not have many. Well, I don't think she had any trick-or-treaters, but her sister, my aunt and uncle, they also live in the city, but they don't live in an apartment. They live in a house. And they had a lot of trick-or-treaters. They had a lot of people in. And I guess this year, some kids weren't even dressed up. They were just looking for candy. I find that very strange. I mean, like, if you're looking for candy, at least you should be dressed up. Come on, it's Halloween. Anyway, yeah. I'm driving faster on the highway now. I'm only doing like 80, but the speed limit is 100 because there's some cars here. It's not heavy, but it is getting a little heavier. So that's why I'm not driving too fast. Because the faster you drive, the more road noise there is. That's why I need to get a mic or something. But traffic, I think, will start to get a little congested. Congested is a word we often use with when you go to the doctor's office, and if you have a chest cold, and he'll ask you to take some deep breaths, and if your breathing is not really clear, he'll say, oh, you are congested. There's something here, maybe some mucus. You can also use congested with traffic. So there's a buildup or too much of something, okay? So in a kilometer or so, traffic will get congested like it is right now. And then it will get uncongested or less congested. The traffic will get lighter. But it always seems to bottleneck around here because there's other traffic coming onto the highway. Bottleneck. That's a good expression, guys. We often use that with traffic. That wasn't for me. That guy. Think of a soda bottle or a pop bottle or any kind of glass bottle that is wider on the bottom than at top it's smaller. So we use that with traffic. So traffic is coming together, other highways are merging or coming together, and that is what makes traffic slow down. So the traffic always bottlenecks here. And then it opens up. It gets better. The good thing about bottleneck traffic is that you can hear me better because I'm only going around 30 kilometers an hour, 30 clicks. Anyway, oh, such a nice morning. Really mild this morning, going all the way up to 24 degrees. Beautiful. Yeah, traffic is really congested, but it's still moving. I would like to show you guys, but I don't want to use my phone while I'm driving, so that's why I'm just talking like I would be doing if I had a passenger with me. So I'm not using my phone while I'm driving, I'm just talking. But this place always slows down, it gets heavy. So I usually turn on the radio or listen to YouTube. Let's see what they're talking about now on the radio.
70s, you'll have the red album, the blue album, all together in one. And that's due out November 10th.
When you see something as due out, that's the release date they've given. So unless they change it, that's when we're gonna get it.
due out. 이것은 이제 언제 나올 예정이다, 이제 발매될 예정이다라는 뜻인데요. 11월 10일에 또 발매 예정인 expanded reissue of their hits collections.
Due out comes from the word due, right? So when something is due, it means you have to pay something or you have to pass something in. The date that you should have, that is required, the date has come. So my bill is due. My credit card is due. I have to pay my credit card. My assignment is due. Okay? Due. Same sound as do, D-O, but different word, different spelling, same pronunciation.
Crystal clear?
Very clear, no confusion. Usually if someone's explaining something to you, but if you can hear something crystal clear, you can hear it perfectly.
아주
Hear perfectly or understand perfectly.
it's crystal clear라고 하는데요. Your example is
Are the rules crystal clear?
내가 지금 말한 이 지시사항 잘 알겠나요?
You can change rules to expectations,
Yes.
anything like that.
And you would answer by saying either yes,
Yes.
or
Yep, crystal clear.
crystal clear. Far out는요?
Cool, super, really cool, groovy, good, very good.
이게 어떤 그 유행어라고 보시면 되겠죠. From the 70s and 80s, you said, right?
No,
so-
60s. and
Oh,
70s.
sorry, not 80s. 60s and 70s.
60s and 70s.
6, 70년대 유행어. 네, 80년대는 아니랍니다.
It's like a hippie term.
Okay.
Far out, groovy, it's those ones.
And you have to kind of say it like
Yeah,
that.
I think so, right? You
Far
like,
out.
far out, dude.
이렇게 얘기를 해야 되는 거군요. 말투도. 그러니까 뭐 그냥 멋져, 최고야, 대박이야. It's
Trigo. Yeah, that's right. But I would say it has another meaning too. Something that is hard to understand or it's not really believable, unbelievable. Like, did you like that movie? No, it was too far out, man. I couldn't follow it.
네, 유행어라고 하시면 될 것 같고요. 그다음에 be preceded by something.
So, for example, the game will be preceded by the national anthem, meaning A will be preceded by B. B comes first.
A is preceded by B. A가 있는데 그 앞서서 B가 있었다라는 겁니다. 그러니까 B 다음에 A라는 뜻으로 이해하시면 되겠고요. Your example?
The game will be preceded by the national anthem.
이 스포츠 경기가 치러지기 전에 the national anthem, 국가 제창이 있겠습니다.
And you could also rearrange the sentence, and I could say the national anthem will precede the game.
Sure.
And then it's I think that's an easier way to, so that will come first. Think of like predecessor and successor. You hear those terms sometimes.
Right. So A precedes B. A가 먼저 있고 그다음에 B가 일어나는 거죠. 이렇게 저기 표현을 좀 바꾸면은요. 그래서 be preceded by or proceed 이때 A, B 좀 순서가 달라집니다. 자 그리고 a nod to something.
A reference to that thing, kind of a shout out to something. Maybe you're even sort of paying homage to something in a way. So
Exactly. 누군가 언급하거나 특히 그냥 언급은 아니고요. 뭐 이렇게 감사한다든지 이분에게 바치고 싶습니다. 이런 느낌으로 얘기할 때 a nod to something or someone. And your example is?
the team's name is a nod to the city's history.
이 스포츠 팀의 이름은 바로 이 도시.
A nod, N-O-D, right? Like they were talking about. Nod can also have another meaning, different word. So nod can mean to quickly, for a short time, fall asleep. So I nodded asleep, the past tense. Okay? Did you nod asleep? Did you nod off? That means you fell asleep just for a short time. I think nodding is actually shorter than napping or snoozing. Okay, just for a short time. Maybe you're in class or at church and you nod off. You nodded off to sleep. Okay? Maybe sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
자, 정답을 보내주신 3643님 그리고 조은경님 축하드립니다. 선물 드릴게요. 홈페이지 들어오셔서 주소와 연락처 남겨주세요. 자, 6990님이요. 비틀즈 노래가 가을에 너무 잘 어울리네요 하셨고, 2538님 비틀즈랑 오아시스 좋아해서 영국에 호텔에도 취업했었는데 지금은 한국에서 파스타 가게를 하고 있습니다 하셨어요. A real Beatles fan there and also Oasis.
Oh, nice. Okay.
김자혜님은요, 고등학교 체육대회 때 등나무 스탠드 아래서 반티를 다 같이 입고 Hey Jude 이렇게 떼창을 하던 때가 있었습니다. 이 노래를 들으면은 등꽃 향기가 납니다 하셨어요. Wow, memories of singing Hey Jude together at school. Let's listen to another Beatles song,
Let's
shall
do
we?
it. Yeah, we should.
네, 비틀즈 노래 또 하나 더 듣죠. This is Love Me Do.
I think you guys know this song. Are you guys a fan of the Beatles?
Drive slowly.
I'm not
Speed
really.
limit is 100 kilometers per hour.
But my goodness, I think everyone around the world knows at least one of their songs. Anyway, I am just coming to a tunnel. That means traffic will lighten up. Traffic will get lighter. That's good because I have to be in the class for my lecture in about 1 hour. I guess I'll be there in about 15-20 minutes. So I'll be plenty early. I'll be lots early. But it's great. Moving faster now. Coming to the tunnel. It's going to get a little spooky. Don't be scared. Then I will be pretty close to my university. Looks like I'm having the last bit of traffic, or as I like to call it, tunnel traffic. Ooh. We don't have many tunnels in Canada. In Korea, there's so many tunnels. I remember one time I went from the west coast to the east coast here in South Korea, and we made a point of counting all the tunnels. We made a bet actually, how many tunnels. I thought there were around 26 tunnels. Nope. There were actually more than double that, I think. It's really amazing. Since South Korea is 70% mountainous, that's a lot of mountains. So you're always going through tunnels. Not so much in the cities. There's some. But when you go outside of the major cities like Incheon and Seoul, you're going to go through a lot of mountains. There's a lot of different mountain ranges. So some of them are really long, like around 3 kilometers long, I think.
Proceed about
Oh no, maybe close to 5.
Speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour. Proceed about 8.
Okay guys, I should put my window up. I just parked. I'm at my university now. And hope you guys have a great day. Maybe I'll do this more often. Thanks for watching and have a good one. See ya.